Bus rapid transit helps to spear economic development. So IndyGo's team worked with the city of Indianapolis to come up with a transit-oriented development policy. Therefore, we don't have storage facilities and gasoline stations that are going to be built along our corridor, but yet and still are going to focus on housing, workforce development opportunities, reducing parking at those facilities, and to move the city forward in a much more eco-friendly manner.
The city actually realigned its entire zoning program, and so Rezone Indy paved the way with permitting and encouraging mixed-use density around transit stations.
We're seeing developers get on board as well. They're making investments around those nodes to ensure that this community is thriving and that economic development is soaring.
In the 4 years preceding the construction of the Red Line, some $750 million, now eclipsing $1 billion in vertical development, has gone into housing, grocery stores, and major centers of employment.
What we have here is something that is being encouraged by the planning and the zoning that makes it easier and attractive for developers to come here and do that sort of work.
The rest of the community is also embracing the idea of transit-oriented development, finding ways to do smart development that leverages these assets, leverage these dollars into making our community more connected overall.
There were abandoned buildings in certain areas of our city that investors have taken over and turned into vital new businesses as well as residences.
We're essentially tearing down old units that have fallen into disrepair and rebuilding 1 and 2 bedroom apartments over retail space, and it's bringing density and affordable housing.
Affordable housing near transit is everything, particularly for a low to moderate income family. 33% of the members of this community don't have access to a car, so they need transit.
So what this does is allows people to remain in the neighborhood, move to the neighborhood, and the goal here is to bring the density and the units closer to our transit stations.
Bus rapid transit is really such a useful tool. I think it's a great way for cities to deploy high quality transit service and deploy it to a much larger number of people in a shorter time frame.